Good, whatever time of the day it is you happen to be listening to us. What's happening? This is the P&A Podcast Express Quick Trip. We promise all the kids at home this one might actually be quick.
Maybe.
Possibly. You never know.
We can never live up to our promises.
We never, ever do. I'm terrible at that. Honoring commitments is something I'm trying to get better at, but it's not going very well. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Welcome.
This is Quick Trip number 27. Niner Alpha 32865 H4.
Established in 1963.
Coming to you live from the micronation of the Silver Tavern. What is a micronation? Is that like a microbrewery?
Is that like a micro penis?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. Let's look up micronation. We got into the throes of that.
While you're doing that, I'm going to talk about Tuscola-Palooza real quick.
Tuscola-Palooza!
Great bands. We will be there in some capacity at some point. Come on out, check it out, and definitely have a good time. Live music is back. Support local artists, such as ourselves, but people in bands. Well, I'm in a band, and you've sang in that band before.
Yes, I have. Poorly. I sang poorly. The band played well.
Parley.
It was okay. I did my best.
It was fun.
Alcohol was a factor.
It was, and it was fun. It was a major factor.
Cannot wait for Tuscola-Palooza.
But Tuscola-Palooza is going to be good. Detroit Rock City, one of the premier KISS tribute bands.
KISS as you want to remember them.
Yes, KISS is as you hope to remember them, not Gene Simmons' wrinkly, weird tongue coming out.
It's the brand.
It's the brand duo. You think they have to pay royalties to be a KISS tribute band?
I'm sure they do. Gene Simmons, he's so tight you could jam a lump of coal up his ass and 2 weeks later you'd have a diamond.
Yeah. But you wouldn't have your hand back.
No.
Nope. That's gone, lost forever.
That belongs to Gene now.
Yep. It's part of the brand.
It's part of the brand.
He's not British, but...
The brand. He always says it like that. If you've ever heard an interview, that's not part of the brand. Brand. He always drags it up. Brand. It's not part of the brand.
Well, you know, KISS is one of the greatest rock bands of all time.
One of the quintessential rock bands in the history of rock and roll music.
So you get to see KISS without all the douchebaggery.
Yes. KISS minus the douchebaggery.
Yes. I mean, let's face it. Great songs. Some of the rock anthems of our time, which will be performed by non-douchebags.
So it's the best of both worlds. You get the best of both worlds. Yes.
I was once going to be in a KISS tribute band. It was all bagpipes and recorders.
And it was called Pucker Up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, baby.
So, didn't go over well. Two of the most offensive instruments.
Yes.
Bagpipes, though, I mean, when they're played well, very cool.
Very cool. Like,
I want a set really bad.
If it's Bon Scott playing bagpipes on AC/DC songs,
or
very fucking cool.
Or Jonathan Davis on a Korn song.
Correct.
Yeah.
Ring around the rosy. Yes.
Me, not so much. When I play the bagpipes,
when I play the bagpipes, the neighbors just complain.
Well, let's face it. I'm a baller on a budget, so my bagpipes are just me stepping on random cats.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yum, 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 yum.
It was bouncing that one off the skip line on the pavement.
That's really what pissed me off. Is that I'm like, that's a nice set of bagpipes.
Oh man!
Now it's all holy.
Oh jeez.
I bet that cat won't even hold air no more.
Oh man, she's dressed like a jelly donut.
Oh, it must have been raspberry.
Raspberry jelly donut.
Oh.
So a micronation is a political entity whose members claim that they belong to an independent nation or sovereign state lacking legal recognition by world governments or major international organizations. Most are geographically very small, but range in size from a single square foot to 500,000 square miles.
Holy shit.
We could claim this is a micronation as we sit here.
So we could be the the PNA podcast could be the faux Nation of America
Right.
podcast.
We don't recognize your authority.
Get out of here, officer.
Respect my authority.
Your badges mean nothing to me.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers.
Although they are effective if you swing them around by the tail.
You remember the movie UHF with Weird Al?
Of course.
Fantastic.
That's good shit.
Oh, it was such a great movie. More people don't. They need to watch that. More people need to appreciate what
Of
Weird
course.
Al brought to us.
Weird
in the
Al,
cinema.
supremely talented. That guy is smart. That
Yeah.
guy's got it going on. Weird Al knows his shit. You think he's just a goofball, but that guy knows what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, he does. Extremely intelligent.
You just found the marble in the oatmeal. Lucky little
You
boy.
just found the
Go
marble
on.
in the oatmeal.
You get to drink from the fire hose.
He's lining this kid up about 8 inches from a fire hose.
Thank you, because it's not good broadcasting.
It's just one of those classics. We play the classics.
Just the classics. All of the pleasure, none of the guilt.
You get to drink from the fire hose.
Classic. You know what grinds my gears? I was going through my social media during break time here, recording episodes, and these people that are famous for being nothing more than in shape and also or attractive or both, or so they keep themselves in shape, yet they have 1 million users because they've got a smoking hot body. They're young. But what grinds my gears even more is when they post like this one did today where she said, "It's my cheat day. It's a turkey burger with coleslaw on top." And I'm like, that's depressing as fuck. And posted
Yeah,
a picture
that's
of the saddest looking shit food I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, what a bitch.
Like, you have to eat like a rabbit all the time. I mean, yeah, you've got a great ass and you've got abs and sure, you're in shape, but you're also 22 years old. You're supposed to be in shape. They're famous for nothing more. But yet people follow the shit out of them. You know, these, what they call influencers and people that just are famous for nothing more than their looks.
What's a damn influencer?
That's someone who has a lot of followers on a social media platform of any type, and they get paid money from various sponsors to do just that, be an influencer. We called them advertising people back in the day, but they don't want to consider that they're just whoring themselves out basically for money.
They're just a fancy salesperson.
That's it. That's 100%.
All right. I'm going to scroll through my Facebook feed.
Okay. And tell me the most depressing
You
things
tell
you see.
me when to stop, and I'm
Okay.
going to find, like, I'm going to skip through the
Okay.
next person.
Okay.
And we're going to rip. We won't name them, but we are going to rip
Oh,
on
we're going
what
to
they
read their
post on.
post. This is great. This should be a running segment.
I'm thinking so. So you
Yeah.
tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Does anyone have recommendations on who can do hair for my wedding?
Oh, fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? This is tiring me the fuck out.
Us.
Yes.
That's my recommendation.
Put our recommendation in there. Motherfucker. Best bet is, when is the wedding? I bet you it's not till 2022 or some bullshit.
No, I believe it's coming up pretty soon.
Okay, maybe it could be October. We'll do the whole fucking wedding for you. We'll do your fucking hair. Any recommendations on somebody to do my hair for my wedding? Are you... If you're old enough to be married and you don't know someone to do your hair... That's fucking horse shit right there. So are you responding? We'll do it for you? PNA Podcast Express?
Yes.
Good job.
Absolutely I am, because we could.
Do we want to play the same game with my bullshit over here?
Yes, we do.
All right, so I'm going to start scrolling, and you just randomly tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh, okay. So this is kind of a repost, but this just says a German graffiti artist painted a 250 square meter bridge to make it look like it was made out of Legos. That's pretty fucking cool.
I seen that. Look at that picture.
Did that make
photoshopped?
You think so?
Totally photoshopped.
That is photoshopped.
Yeah. The colors, the shading isn't correct.
It's horse shit. Yeah, the sun isn't hitting it just right. The shadows aren't hitting properly.
I love how people post that kind of stuff on social media where they'll be like, oh, well, this happened. You're like, no, it didn't.
So cool.
Oh, no, it didn't.
Hey, this is so cool.
If you look outside tonight, the moon is going to be bigger than it's ever been in 2 million years.
The moon is the same size it's always been.
Yes. The moon is just coming through the atmosphere differently, and the curvature of the atmosphere is causing it to look a different size.
No, Bob, the moon is the same size it always is. Don't go blaming the tide.
Yes. And it's not going to make people any crazier than it does.
We've talked about this. We've had a dissertation about gravitational pull and how all objects that have mass have a gravitational pull.
Yes.
I know we've talked about this on the podcast.
Yes.
See, you all should be thankful because a lot of times in my Rolodex of my bullshit of my brain, I do keep track of the majority of what we've talked about on the podcast. I just can't tell you what we've talked about on the podcast.
Right.
I just know
when it was.
I just know if it comes up again, yes, we've discussed it. So it has to be organically. So a lot of times when we try to have original new content, which is something you don't get from many podcasts that are, rounded third base to 100 episodes.
Budget podcasts?
Well, yeah, or rounded third base to 100 episodes. We don't do seasons. There's another podcast I see on my social media all the time. It's like, well, we ended our third season, and we're going to take a few weeks off for the summer. And I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are to divide your shit into seasons? They've got like 42 episodes.
Oh,
yeah.
We're in our 14th season. No. You took time off, you slacking piece of shit.
Adam, we're on our 8th season because we go 10 episodes a season. This is season number 8.
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
I'm feeling it. I kind of want a different role. I want to expand.
You do? You don't want to do this anymore? Okay.
No, I just want to be somebody else when I'm on it.
Should I sit on that side of the table and we'll switch sides?
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing?
That would fuck my brain up. I don't know if my brain could compute that.
Well, you see just like the wall behind me
and
me, which is probably enough stimulant for you. I have to look at like the Kino things and the TVs and the
it's beautiful that Adam knows me well enough to know this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I can... The more you can put me in a tunnel, the better. Because I have supreme ADHD.
Yes.
Lacking the H, because I'm not very hyper anymore.
No.
Pretty lethargic.
Is there an ADLD? Because that's what I'd be down for. Lazy disorder?
Attention deficit lazy disorder?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we came up with the concept of virtual procrastination.
Oh, yes, that's true. Which is great, by the way.
People mention that one to me all the time.
I've been applying that at work. Fantastic.
Yes. Virtual
Fantastic.
Beautiful. Just, you know what? If there's that email that's going to trigger work or something that you have to do yourself, why don't you just hold off send it till the last couple of minutes of your day? So then you can. Why put off? Hey, why do today what you could put off till tomorrow
or next week?
Right.
So when somebody puts in a help desk ticket for me and I don't feel like doing it right away, I immediately respond with a tough question.
Right.
Like something that they're going to have to look up or spend time themselves doing. And then sometimes I don't even hear back from the person.
Like, could you let me know what the baud rate is on your secondary monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many megapixels is that monitor capable of when it's running in VGA mode?
Right. And what is your current configuration of your monitors and the bitmap for each?
Could you find 3 different speed tests to do and then compare them?
Right.
And create a chart in Excel that illustrates that in a visual format.
Or you can send the beautiful one to IT. What version of Windows are you running?
Yeah. Yeah. And then explain in detail how they can find the information without actually giving them the information.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's how they do. What version of Windows are you running?
Yes.
That is the crux of IT right there, and we all know it. They've always said to me, well, what version of Windows are you running? I'm like, the fucking version you gave me, bitch.
Exactly.
Do you think I've updated this shit?
And they don't know.
They don't.
No. So just so everybody knows, when your IT guy is like, well, I need this information, it's probably bullshit.
It's bullshit. They're just trying to frustrate you so much you give up.
Maybe I don't do that to people very often, so maybe that's why people like me.
Right, you get shit done, right? Well, I've had IT guys that are like, I don't feel like dealing with this, so they would do exactly what you said.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
Well, I don't think you have the right plugins that you need, and we would have to upgrade your hardware. And really, I'm not a hardware guy. I'm more into just software specifically.
Yeah, I don't know, so therefore I'm going to dodge your question and answer one of my own. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's, yeah.
We have a Roomba at work that my mom got us.
We put a Bluetooth speaker on it, and he walks around playing his random music. It's DJ Roomba.
DJ Random Roomba. He plays all nothing but AC/DC all day, all the time.
All AC/DC all the time. He's a rad Roomba.
Yesterday, it was a special treat. He was on an all-live album for a while.
He's quite angry when he plays Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
He gets a little excited when he plays Who Made Who from the Maximum Overdrive soundtrack.
It's Maximum Overdrive all over again.
He tried running over a maintenance guy. Really, all he did was buff his shoes.
And chewed up his shoelaces. He had to get new aglets.
His shoelaces are still inside the Roomba. Nobody's going in there for those.
The maintenance guy had to saunterly walk back to his maintenance cabinet and get new lace for his shoe.
He had to walk all flat-footed so he didn't lose that shoe.
They still talk about it at work as the great happening.
Well, it was just yesterday, so that's probably why they're still talking about it.
God damn it. That's what I miss most about work, is just the bullshit. The stories, the exaggerations. You know, the telephone game we used to play in elementary school where they'd sit you in a circle and they'd tell one person a phrase and then or sentence, and you'd have to pass it around and see what it was like at the end. That's how work is as adults, too, for the stories you hear of the random bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, geez, he went in the bathroom and he plugged the toilet, and then he got his hand caught in the hand dryer, and I don't know how. When really what had happened was the toilet overflowed and got a little bit on his shoe.
Yes. Or the guy that actually pisses himself and then's like, boy, that sink really blasted.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's not pee, it's water.
That sink really blasted all over me.
No, don't blame the sink.
We have no water pressure here. My mom turned on the water pressure because she didn't want me using it to masturbate in the shower.
Sometimes we have such terrible water pressure, if you turn the faucet on, it'll suck you up into it.
That's my favorite.
I get out my ding-a-ling. Oh, no.
So what else is going on? Here it is, a Thursday, I guess, today.
It's beautiful. I just getting ready for the weekend, man. I have something going on this weekend, but I don't. We have something going on almost every weekend now.
I have stuff going on this week. I actually have a choice of things to do, and
You have a smorgasbord.
I don't really want to do any of it.
I don't want to do any of it either.
I just want a weekend at home.
I don't want to do anything right now.
I do have all day Sunday
Yeah.
with no plans.
I have a list of 10 things I was going to do with my month off I've had here. I've gotten 0 of them done. It's terrible. It's terrible. I've just been, but I've been enjoying my time. There's a question mark in there. It's been good for the most part, but you know, excuse me, having a month off is both good and bad.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a lot when you face it at the beginning, and then next thing you know, you're sitting here like I am with only 1 week left.
Yeah.
And you're like, where did time go?
What the hell? I gotta cram a bunch of stuff in because I haven't done shit.
I haven't done shit. All I've done is gotten drunk and disappoint my parents.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you ever seen Frank Caliendo live or like on TV or anything?
No, I've seen him on TV. But
You ever heard his Super Friends bit that he does?
No.
Oh my God. It's
like good shit?
Oh, yeah. Aquaman will make a jelly sandwich because he can't do shit.
Because he can't do shit.
Using his telepathic powers. He's so good.
Yeah, he is good. You know, impressions are such a great thing. I wish I could do them. I do impressions of people in my day-to-day lives, but like celebrity impressions, celebrities, I struggle with those. I want to start doing more of that. More celebrity shit.
Yeah.
I wish I could do. So what? I should start working on this. What celebrity impression could I do? Like I said, I do John McMurray, and I do other people that I do radio with and things like that, and people that I work with especially. Like, my favorite thing to do is do impressions of people I work with and just nail them. Like, if they have common phrases they use a lot and things like that.
I do impressions of the P&A podcast.
Oh, shit.
My mom loves it when you do that.
The Roomba formed its own micronation.
Yeah, my mom said that she was going to start a micronation and she was going to kick me out. And I was like, well, Mom, I hope it doesn't include the basement.
I said, Mom, you got to allow me to have a girlfriend over. I'm sexually active. She said, you should be. You're 33 years old.
And the Roomba isn't a girlfriend.
That's right. No more building ramps for the Roomba to jump up on your cock when you're laying down.
I was watching the Scooby-Doo the other day because I have that kind of time.
So I saw Frank Caliendo live before he was big on Fox and everything, and I knew who he was and all that. And we bought tickets. We saw him in a place about the size of the Silver Tavern here.
Nice.
Down in
That's nice.
down in Utica. It was just awesome.
That's pretty badass.
He was also the voice of Robin in Batman and Robin on the Super Friends. Remember the Super Friends with the greatest announcer of all time? That guy who would come on and go, "Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice."
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich because he can't do shit.
That's funny. That's funny.
Using his telepathic powers, Aquaman summons a can of sardines. This is gonna make a great sandwich, Batman.
Because he can't do shit.
Oh, just one of the best shows I've ever been to. I mean, he had a good comedian opened up for him too, but he went on for over an hour.
No shit.
And just, did all the John Madden stuff, did all the, I mean, just absolutely hilarious.
That's gold. That's gold. I love impressions. Impressionists are my favorite.
Oh, and he's so good at all of them.
Right.
I mean, he's just ridiculous.
I was watching something, and someone does a spot on Rodney Dangerfield, and I thought to myself, if I could do an impression of any comedian, Rodney Dangerfield would be the one.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect.
And if I could do any just impression, it would be Christopher Walken.
Of course.
Your dog.
Adam, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So, Christopher, several people out there are doing impressions of you. Who does the best? Adam, of course.
Well, I don't judge, but if I had to judge, I would say Phil does a great impression of me. Yeah.
It's not bad, but sometimes he carries this watch in his ass.
Every time he walks, tick tock,
tick tock.
Balls of Fury.
Yeah.
One of the most underrated sports movies of all time.
Good shit. Yeah.
I just can't get enough when he's like, it's the ancient sport of ping pong.
Ping pong.
Ping pong.
Yeah.
Just the way he says it just kills me every
time. Ping pong.
I'm entertained by a lot of small parts of movies.
Same. Oh, I'm so much like... There's a part in one of the episodes of... like Trailer Park Boys when I used to watch it. It's one that Bubbles is talking about stupid Trevor and what's his name. And I quote, "Dude, I got a shit. Me too, dude." And the way he says it, I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. Sure. I'll do one.
Sure. I don't care.
This is live action, folks.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care.
We're good. Whatever you bring.
What are we having?
No Pepe Lopez.
No tequila. I'll do Red Stag, too. I'll do Red Stag, yeah. I do love Red Stag. It reminds me of things my mom used to make.
Sure. We're doing a Red Stag.
That's what my mom used to put Jim Beam on my gums when I was a baby and teething. Straight up.
Started me down a trail.
No ice. That's right.
My mom sends me shots on the Roomba.
Yep. No ice, right?
Right.
We get shots on the Roomba.
My mom sends me shots on the Roomba.
Bartender Roomba does a great job.
I'm like, Mom, I don't like to drink. She's like, drink it, bitch.
I need you to sleep tonight because you're annoying as fuck.
I don't need you running that Roomba all night on your lap. Mom, I have the cleanest lap ever. That thing ain't clean.
Last time you upset the Roomba so much it spit out the custodian's shoelace. Yes! Marv Albert. Remember the story of when he apparently got in trouble and was almost cancel cultured because he sodomized women or something like that? Yes!
Sodomized a prostitute. It's like, well, that's kind of what she's there for.
That's kind of what you pay him for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he was talking about when he said, is the two-hole in play. Yes!
Yes. Do you believe in miracles?
Do you believe in miracles?
There you go.
Thank
you.
you.
Guys, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well, cheers.
Grab mine. Hold on, guys.
Hold on.
I don't know what kind of thing you're running here. But
We don't know either. We just random.
Very curious about your podcast.
We actually don't exist. We just show up and talk into these microphones like we're doing something.
Nostrovia.
Dastrovia.
That's what they say in Poland before
I
they
told her, all you
Sorry.
have to do is sit down and listen to the conversation and just get into it. I'm scared. I told her to do it.
Ooh,
Scared.
that's good.
Imagine that. It's Red Stag.
It is good stuff. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing anyone's done for me all day.
Thank you.
And I didn't go to Subway today, so.
Thanks,
here.
Dad.
Nice to meet you. Are you taking off?
She's leaving, yeah.
Oh, you just got here.
I tried to get her to sit down and just listen to your conversation.
I'd like to. I would like the link so I could listen when I get home.
We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Send her the link. She needs your...
Facebook.
Facebook?
Yep.
Or, do you have a Facebook?
Uh-huh.
What is your name? You don't have to.
Mona Latte. No, it's not. I'm not going to
Just type it in. Don't Mona Latte. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If you want to type yours in and I'll search it, that way you don't have to say it because we are. That's pretty fucking good.
I tried to get her to sit down and just listen to your conversation.
It's
At least then somebody would.
it hasn't been a lot of good conversation. We've talked about masturbation a lot.
Oh, that's okay.
You're into that?
Everybody does it.
That's right. I like this attitude. It's a newfound glory.
Whenever you're bored.
There you go. That's you right there.
That's me.
So you got it. You sent a request. So accept that, and I will send you a link.
Thank you.
We have several friends in common here, and it's terrible who you associate with here. Jeez. You know these heathens?
You know, we have, if you don't have anything to do for like the next 74 hours.
I would like to know how you got started.
Oh.
We showed up here one night.
It's a great story.
And we plugged stuff in and we started talking. We haven't stopped since.
So.
You guys are a bunch of blowhards.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
We talk about random
You like
things.
to talk shit.
So you have listened.
Oh my goodness, you know our podcast well. So you're not originally from this area? Or are
I'm from
you?
the UP.
You're from the UP. We were just talking about peninsulas the last episode.
I've lived down here for a long time.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. It's a pleasure to meet you. I will send you a link
Okay.
to this very episode, and you can listen. Then you can decide whether you want to listen to other episodes.
Okay.
Because we have like 70 some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
good.
74? 77?
77. This is
Damn.
episode number 77 already.
I lost 3 somewhere along the way.
That's okay. Sometimes, I mean, if people are buying us shots, it's easy to lose them. Like our 50th episode. We're having a live. You're not engaged or anything, are you?
No.
Okay, because we're looking for our 100th episode to actually conduct a wedding for someone. We will. He's ordained.
They're just going to get divorced.
Well,
She
chances
views
are.
marriage just like I do. Gross.
You know,
Stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a very good chance that they could also be married again on our 200th episode.
That's right. So we'll conduct
Let's
this.
do it twice and be that dumb.
I've known lots of people that do. I've known people that have been married to the same person, twice or I even know one person 3 times. They're on their 3rd go round, and they're getting a divorce again. Surprise, surprise. So there's no shocker there.
It didn't work
Huh.
again.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
didn't work again.
That's right. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. What are you telling me here? It didn't work? My goodness. Insanity.
Tell me why.
Yeah. Well, this time instead of having a 2-story house so he couldn't push me down the stairs, we lived in a ranch. But he found a way to slam my hand in the door anyway.
Well, let's not get
That's a terrible story. Stop it. No. I do not condone domestic violence. Yes. Don't be Richard Sherman.
Unless they deserve it.
No.
What?
Unless they
There's
deserve
always
it.
an out. There's always an out.
She had it coming.
No, there's not.
You're right.
I work with them. I do that for
I know.
a
It's
living.
not funny. It's not a
know,
laughing matter.
I do it for a living. I work with domestic violence victims.
You know what's even worse?
They're really fucking me.
You know what's worse is when it happens the opposite direction. Normally it's the man
Whatever.
abusing
Whatever
a
way it
female.
comes into my
But it does happen the opposite way. And sometimes you hear those stories and you're like, holy shit.
Well,
a lot
if
of times
anybody
kids-
deserves to get swatted, it's
Right.
me.
What did you You deserve to be swatted?
If anybody deserves to be swatted, it's me.
You can't what?
If I went into your office and I was like, yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Goes both ways.
It really does. I mean, people think that it's just, usually
Some
male
men
on...
put up with a lot of
Right.
fucking shit.
Ugh. Gross.
if I went into somebody's office and said, yeah, my wife hit me, but I deserved it, they'd probably go, yeah, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
did. You did.
Well,
But I deserved
if I walked in and said my husband hit me and I deserved it, they would probably say, no, you didn't. So get the hell out of there.
Right, but for me, it would be true. I would deserve it.
understand.
I would deserve it.
So your line of work probably isn't is very conducive to why you feel the same way you do about marriage, is what you said. So no, it's independent. No, okay, just checking.
Just looking to have fun and hang out.
Well, great.
When I get all fucking retarded, then
Whoa!
get the fuck out of my life.
That's right. I like it. You got spunk. I appreciate that. Definitely going to be sending you a link to this episode.
Great. I'll check out. I'll check you out later.
Okay, sounds good. We'll talk to you later. This hour brought to you by the Unshittable Trash Can.
Most trash cans are shittable, but not the unshittable trash can.
If you try to shit into this trash can, you're going to be sorry.
You got another thing coming.
You're not the only one coming. Oh, wait.
Whoa, that totally changed.
Wow. How did that happen? This has been a weird segue, weird segment.
Yeah.
Ever since I think...
we brought Frank Caliendo into the mix, and he
worlds
just put
collided.
bad juju on this whole thing.
That was a great interaction. We have a new fan, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. What did she say her name was? Something Alada, right? No.
Monzalata?
Monalata. Monalata. Yeah. Wow, that was pretty good.
That was quick.
That's a solid joke.
You
That's
don't
a solid
expect
joke.
that out of patrons of the STD, do you?
I thought you were going to say women.
What an asshole.
Because I always say women aren't funny. It's a joke. They are, yeah.
Speaking of not quick, RVD's here.
RFD! What's happening, buddy? It's his birthday party this weekend, so come on out.
Oh, nice.
He's roasting a pig and having some fireworks
Here or where
at his house. So if you know him, you'll know if my voice is reaching you and you know RFD, you know where he lives. Show up on Saturday.
I may have to turn on the location services on your phone before I leave.
Give Cindy a back rub, did you say?
Give everybody their own address.
Their own what?
Give everybody his address.
Oh, his address is 1234 Peckerwood Drive.
Monalata, California.
Monalata, California.
Pronounced Small Pepper Road Drive.
Oh, Small Pecker Road. And that's area code 98061.
Still wearing another joke.
Small Peckerwood Drive.
And coming up, meanwhile, somewhere in another joke, John Madden still talking. And there were little people there, and they were making presents, and there was a reindeer that had a nose that was red, and he didn't even drink. And then you can tell he led Santa's sleigh, and Meisterburger had a yo-yo, but you weren't allowed to have toys. They were putting one foot in front of the other. That's why they call it Christmas. Meanwhile, back in the joke we were talking about.
The joke we were talking about? Oh. Can you sample that for when I interrupt you? Meanwhile, back in the joke we were talking about. That'd be a good drop for whenever I interrupt.
It would.
So make a note of that to our production department. So our production department, meanwhile, back in the joke we were talking about.
Okay, I hate to just play stuff, but this is like one of the fun. I literally just about puked when he went through this spot live because it was.
Meanwhile, back in the joke we were talking about. Meanwhile.
So he's talking about Casey Kasem playing Robin.
Yeah.
You know, being the voice of Robin. Remember how
why
he
the
used
fuck
to
does
do
that always? I come out of a sad long distance dedication, and you got to play an upbeat song. What the? That whole Casey Kasem rant.
Yeah. So this is the Casey Kasem.
Meanwhile.
And he writes, Dear Batman and Robin would come in on the crime scene. Batman's like, who could have done this? And there's Robin. Look, Batman, there's a letter from the Riddler. And he writes, Dear Batman and Robin, it's been a long time since I last saw either one of you. But while I was in prison, I came up with the most diabolical plot of all time. A plot to take over Gotham City and the rest of the world. But I needed a partner, Batman, because I'm the Riddler. I can't tell you who that partner is. But the answer lies in a song from 1976. Actually, it's 1977. Some people call him the Space Cowboy, and some call him the Gangster of Love. Some people call him Maurice. It's a long way to go for a Steve Miller Band joke.
That was literally one of the best shows I've ever been to, comedy-wise. And I've been to some pretty good ones.
I've been to some. Meanwhile, back in the joke we were talking about.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
I'm Casey Kasem. Today's long distance dedication comes to you from a letter from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
I don't remember who the comedian was, but I did see a comedian one time that did a Casey Kasem bit, and he's like, so, I'm listening, and there's a long-distance dedication, and Casey Kasem's like, so, Casey, I want to send out a long-distance dedication to my dad, who was hit by a semi. So, Casey, if you could please play Keep On Truckin' for my dad. That was pretty great.
My father recently contracted the world's first triple case of conjunctivitis. He's currently housed in Mary Freebed in critical condition. And if you could dedicate the song These Eyes to him, please.
Oh, boy. These eyes. Other words go here. These eyes.
These eyes have seen a lot of love, but they're never going to see another woman like they have with conjunctivitis.
We lied.
Oh, we're over 30 minutes.
We're at 39:29, right? As I say that. And the seconds aren't ticking backwards, my friend.
Oh, shit!
I don't know.
I'm ready to get out of here anytime.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I can add any more. The conjunctivitis bit was pretty good for those of you who know what that is for these eyes.
Yeah.
That was solid. That was a solid joke, and that was improv. There was no forethought. There's no forethought to anything I do.
There's no thought to anything.
There's no thought.
Four of them.
No thought at all.
These eyes.
My heart is broke, but I have some glue. That's Dumb from Nirvana. One of my favorite lyrics ever. My heart is broke, but I have some glue. So perfect. That's right.
Hell yeah.
You know, tonight when I get all drunk and I'm sitting all alone, I should probably listen to upbeat music. I think that's been my problem. Like, I've been looking through my playlist that I've been listening to when I get all looped up
And
inside.
you're like, what the fuck
and
are
I'm
you
like,
doing, asshole?
wow.
Yeah.
It's horrible. No wonder I wake up in the morning and don't want to wake up. That's bad, folks.
That's not good.
You've always got the Roomba to live for.
My mom sends the Roomba down to wake me up all the time.
Rise and shine. Wakey, wakey, hands off Snakey. Why are you pitching a tent again? All right. We should get out of here. I'm done with this episode, I think. Sorry I wasn't better.
Well, you weren't worse than normal.
It's true. Thanks to Frank Caliendo for carrying the show.
Yeah. And Mona Lotta.
Moans a lotta. Yeah, Mona Lotta.
Mona Lotta, she did a nice job for us there.
I think she likes me.
She might.
That's odd for me. That's a weird construct.
Yeah, nobody does.
It's an artificial construct. Nobody likes Phil. That'll be our bumper sticker. Nobody likes Phil. Have we received any emails? Probably not. Just the normal junk.
We did get an email. Remember how I meant to bring this up earlier.
Alrighty then. Meanwhile, back to the joke we were talking about.
Remember how I told you that we got contacted by Amazon podcast services and stuff like that?
Yes.
A person from there sent me a thing after I filled out all the stuff on there and says, hey, I love your podcast, and we will now be part of the whole experience thing. We were accepted, and this person has actually listened to our podcast.
And they liked it?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with them?
Total lapse of judgment.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So we're in, so you can find us at another, you can get our podcast through another method now? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, Amazon is going to be starting a whole podcast, like, culture thing. Yeah, Amazon.
Are we opening up a can of worms here? Are we going to be... Adam, the number one we never wanted to be under anybody's thumb here.
Oh, we won't be.
Okay.
They will be under our thumb.
Under my thumb.
Under our thumb.
Because Jeff Bezos is still claiming he's going to space, but that motherfucker ain't even touching space. He never even reached the top of the bovosphere.
No. Sad. Totally sad.
So we're going to be Amazon's bitch. All right.
That have not graduated yet, and given the fact that we are a bit older, we will not be seeing them. So we want to keep in touch with them.
Right.
Wow, what a couple of perverts.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think of it as a way of staying in touch with our friends. But
stay in touch with our
obviously,
friends?
like, some are in college, some are not.
College.
Or maybe
And
going
your
out
mom
of
goes to
state and
college?
stuff.
So, anywho, that is kind of exciting news. We've also wrangled a few sponsors, too.
Yeah, I don't know how that
People
happened.
are sending us money.
What? For what?
Apparently, well, we're going to buy a guest mic and headset because we have secured a couple sponsors that have thrown us a couple $100 bones.
That's great.
That's good.
That's going to buy us a Roomba.
And we could buy a Roomba and a Bluetooth speaker for on top of it.
So it can be the Roomba DJ.
Perfect. Boom. Meanwhile, back at the joke we were talking about.
All right.
Let's get out of here. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm not tired. I'm tired of this podcast. This episode.
Yeah.
There'll be plenty more episodes.
There will be.
100th. If you're looking to get married, we'll do it for you.
100th episode,
Yeah.
marriage. We're proposing to you.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. PNA Podcast Express at gmail.com. Pineapple Nipple Arsehole at gmail.com. Make good choices.